Today on the channel, I must say, we got an absolutely astonishing review for you from the Astonishing X-Men. We got a 2-pack with Colossus and Kitty Pryde.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Astonishing X-Men Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the latest and greatest 2-pack in the Pryde of the X-Men, Kitty Pryde and Colossus. But for all your Colossus Kitty Pryde needs, better hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Yes, 15%, and that's what I did. Pick this up over there at Jay's. Save myself 15%. Got to get a deal out there. And you know we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll do some comparisons and see where it goes from there. So without further ado, X-Men 2-pack looking good. This one makes sense. A little love interest, I guess, is what we're going with on this one. Would have been great for Valentine's Day. But here we are. Marvel Legends, Kitty Pryde, Colossus. No stranger to the line, both these characters, and like I said, we'll do some comparisons later on. But cool to get this one here. I'm especially excited about this Colossus. You know me, I love the giant characters, especially when they're made out of metal. I'm here for it. Like a young Rob Halford, I'm made of metal too. Colossus, everything else, Astonishing X-Men down here. Kitty Pryde and Cyclops, Colossus, how about? I would like to see a Colossus where he's like in his human skin. I would like to see a figure of that. We've never had that I can remember, at least. Looking good on the side. Looking awfully romantic over here. Awfully romantic. And then on the back, got a little bit of tail of tape. Got a little bit of glamour shots. What's it say about these two lovebirds? Kitty Pryde returns to Xavier's Institute to teach a new generation of mutants, but is astonished to discover former love Colossus resurrected from the dead. It is comics after all. She's mutants, but is astonished. I see what they did there. I see what they did there with that copyright. Marvel Legends background looking pretty good. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic Prison double pack. Here it is. Let's rock and roll, strut and stroll with these ones. Truly a 3-pack in all honesty here with the addition of one Lockheed, as we know. There's old Kitty Pryde. Oh, he's a big bruiser. Colossus. And you got to think, see you later, goodbye. We've seen this over the last year plus from the Hasbro team. I'd imagine Colossus normally would be a Build-A-Figure. Kitty Pryde would be in a normal wave. What we've seen is the Build-A-Figures paired on with a smaller female. Get the most out of everything. We've kind of seen that thing. And I missed the Build-A-Figure days. That was a little extra fun, I always thought, but it is what it is at the end of the day. But let's dive into it. And you guys know around these parts, it's a ladies' first channel, unless there's a dragon involved. And we do have a dragon involved right here. It is Lockheed, not the first time we've seen him, but the latest time. He is a little dragon, of course, little alien dragon in purple, got some white teeth, got some red eyes, looks par of the course for Lockheed here. Looking good, of course, Kitty Pryde's best friend, you could make the case. 2 splayed out, gloved yellow hands here, playing all the hits in the hand department. And then we're diving into Kitty Pryde. 2 heads are better than 1. How do you like your Kitty Pryde? You like the ponytail going on? And we do got articulation in the ponytail, how about that? You got the nice brown hair, got some red lipsticks going on, very stoic face, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth, playing those human hits there, looking pretty good. Second head almost looks like my daughter, Emma. Shout out to Emma getting her own action figure here, but it does look like my daughter, and conveniently enough, celebrating her 11th birthday. Oh, shout out to be 11 again. But it does look a lot like Emma here, so I'll have to show her this and say, Emma, this looks just like you. And then she'll say, no, it doesn't. And we know how it goes. You know how it goes being a parent. It's tough having 2 daughters, let me tell you. They're not very impressed by my action figure collection. They should be, Todd. They should be, but they're not. They're not. And my comedic knowledge and my musical knowledge, just over their heads. They don't even care about it. They don't even care. They're missing out. They're missing out. I think I might have to adopt one. I might have to adopt a new one. Start all over. Who knows? But this one looking good. Hair is down on this one. Not a bad piece of business, if you ask me. Diving into this figure itself here, it's the yellow and black attack, which we all know by now can mean only one thing. Yep, Kitty Pryde, huge Striper fan. Who knew she was hanging out with Oz Fox and the boys? Shout out to her, though, repping the colors. We're here with the yellow and black attack. Got the X-Men belt right there for a little different color. Got the gloved hands in yellow. Even got the little Three Musketeers around the forearms and the wrist there, looking pretty nice. Yellow and black attack, a little yellow on the boots as well. Besides that, pretty plain Jane figure, but this is a nice figure as well because you could get another head sculpt from another female character and you can mix and match and use this costume, make your own X-Men team if you really wanted to. Arms do go around, but once again, blocked by the upper outfit. The outfit, we'll call it there, blocked by that. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, playing the hits over there at Hasbro. Head back and forth, side to side, up and down, head removable, obviously. Hula hoop up top, no traditional waist on the female. Big old Kitty Pryde split if you do need it. Leg goes up for the big kick. Thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. No boot cut, but you get the ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down for the old Shadow Cat herself. Looking pretty good. Dare I say she could be looking astonishing. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it. You heard it here first or on the package. She does fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using code Kyle to save 10% for those keeping track at home. Ready to go. Not a bad piece of business. Been a while since we've had a Kitty Pryde. This fits, and we've built out the Astonishing X-Men team seemingly pretty fast for all things considered here. But now we're going to dive over to our friend Colossus, the Mighty Mutant. One of the most famed mutants, I would say, as far as the X-Men go. Giant size X-Men #1. I would say him and Wolverine and, some of the other guys, Nightcrawler, Storm, some of the more popular X-Men for most people. I guess I'm preaching to the choir here for most people. But you do get the maniacal hands here. Very cool in the steel color. Love the chrome coloring to this one. Really makes it pop. So looking good. 2 Fists of Fury out of the package for this one. Colossus, a guy you don't want to mess with. I also want another Colossus I would like to see. I would like to see the one where he joined up with Magneto with like Fabian Cortez and Exodus. When are we going to get Exodus? I've been screaming for that for years. I would love to see that era of Colossus represented in some of the purple colors and stuff. I think that'd be fun. Be an easy repaint along the way. But we got Colossus here, almost looking like Frankenstein in the head sculpt department. Piotr, that's what it reminds me of. Looking pretty good, though. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Some wide eyes, a very mean, stoic face on him. And a haircut you can set a Russian's watch to is what you could. Looking pretty good there. Second head, he's going to grin and bear it. Who knows what he's up to? Todd, this looks like the head you made the other day when you got your colonoscopy. It was a wild time. I don't know why I had to be there, but I held your hand through the whole thing. Now I'm not scared to get it done for myself. Maybe one of these days. Maybe. We'll see. But looking good here in this head sculpt department. I'm thinking about leaning towards the fight and battle head on this one here. Looking pretty good. But diving into Colossus himself, a big bruiser of a figure, big giant figure. You know that's playing the hits for me. Classic yellow and red coloring on him. He's got that X-Men, that astonishing X-Men belt, just like Kitty Pryde had. Big old red boots, got the yellow piping around the knees. Brand new mold for this one. They didn't reuse some of the previous Colossuses. And I'm trying to think back, was the last Colossus figure we got from Marvel Legends, was it the Age of Apocalypse version? That might have been the case there, if I'm not mistaken. He does got the wristbands here in red, 2 Fists of Fury, as we did mention. Little butterfly shoulders, and then, of course, the arms go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Ooh, single jointed elbows. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm going to have to meditate on it. Yep, meditate on it. That's what I'm going to have to do. Hands back and forth, side to side. Dumbbell joint up top. A lot of movement out of that. A traditional waist as well. Playing some hits there. Big old Colossus splits if you need it. Made of metal like a young Rob Halford. Big old boot brother. What you going to do? Thigh cut. Nicely hidden there. Double jointed pinless knees. Extremely tight. But boy, they're pinless. And pins are in around these parts. Foot up and down, back and forth, side to side. Some big old feet on Colossus, which makes sense. He is a big bruiser after all. Looking pretty good. Does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Of course he does, using code Kyle to save 10%. But I got some comparisons to do on Colossus. Didn't bring any Kitty Prydes to the dance today. I don't know. Colossus, more impressive to me. This is the one, I believe, from the Juggernaut 2-pack. Similar but different. And if you're like me, a lot of these characters, you got multiple X-Men shelves. You got multiple shelves they can go on. That's where I'm going to go with this Colossus. Have some different ones. Going to have him part of the Astonishing X-Men. Have this one part of Jim Lee's X-Men is what I'm going to end up doing. But looking good there. Very similar Colossuses here. Then we got this Build-A-Figure from way back in the day. I used the bearded head for Colossus just because it was so different. And I don't even remember what era this Colossus. I'm sure somebody will shout it off in the comments there. But that's Quite the different Colossus there. Looking pretty good, though, for what it is. But one of my favorite ones is from Marvel Select. Oh, Marvel Select. Rest in peace. We miss you. Always enjoyed the Diamond Select, Marvel Select figures for the bigger characters. It always was great to pair up with your figures. And this one still holds up to this day, I do feel. Almost as tall as this one here. So very cool to see this one. But man, I miss some of these big Marvel Select figures. It's just disappointing we won't get those in the future. But you never know what might happen there. Then we got some astonishing X-Men. Got Wolverine here. You got Cyclops ready to go. Got to have, of course, Emma Frost. And then you got Beast, the creepy Beast. This Beast creeps me out still to this day, the head sculpt on that one. We got some astonishing X-Men. So a lot of hits being played here today. A lot of opportunities to move Colossus and Kitty Pryde in your collection or stick them with the astonishing X-Men. But a pretty good 2-pack for all intents and purposes. Available right now at Jay's Toys and Games. You can save 15% off, and a lot of time that is cheaper than retail. Make sure you're using code Kyle. But a fun set here. Glad I picked this one up. I can always go for another Colossus in my collection, and a Kitty Pryde doesn't hurt either. So playing a lot of hits right here as far as I'm concerned. But how are you concerned? You picking this one up? You need this in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring. Really appreciate the support out there. Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found with videocast on YouTube. So for Colossus, Kitty Pryde, and the astonishing X-Men, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
But then the boys said, listen,